Oh, hey, this is new shit.
I had you send it to me.
New shit.
Let's roll out live with Speedy and Friends, and I be
Speedy.
up in this.
Bitch.
It is Monday, June 21st.
You heard?
Motherfuckers almost over.
Almost.
A year gonna be over in a minute. Fantastic weekend. We'll get to that in a second. In the house we got
Tony Winters.
Tony Winters. So you got a real job. Watch the rest of these names.
No,
In the house we got
Anthony Wanzer.
Yeah, Wanzer.
Wanzer.
In the house we got
K. Dot. You see me?
You got a last name, K-Dot?
I do.
Doc, nigga.
Right. Trying to get your credit score up? What the fuck?
At the marble table, the one, the only, the honorable.
Shalom to the people.
My son works.
Hey, make sure you guys watch AM radio. No, AM radio.
I tried to look for it on
With
Prime. It wasn't
Omar
on
Gooding.
Omar. I finna call him QB. With Omar.
QB.
That was a great movie.
Yeah. Shout out to Omar
Your brother getting here.
for coming.
I still gotta try to get his brother down here. We'll see what happens. Tell us what you do, man.
I am an actor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I am an actor. I am an actor.
Yes.
I am a.
Check come in today. You going by the mailbox today, right?
I'm coming in today, as a matter of fact. It's about $35.
Hey.
But
That's one thing.
All
people
money in.
understand. Sitcom money, very little. Dramas, 1 hour, the checks are pretty cool. But if you do a sitcom, I did Living Color. It was a 45 cents check came.
You mean a residual check?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just set it down. Yeah. Ain't nothing to do with 45 cents. They got laughed me out that motherfucking bank trying to cash in. Yeah, let me get them all the quarters.
but nobody ever throws them away.
Nobody throws them.
You stack them until you get ready to go back to the bank, and then
Because you got like 6 months.
Oh, do you?
yeah,
What's the lowest residual check you ever got?
1 cent.
1 cent.
I've gotten 1 cent. I mean, numerous times through
Did
the
you cash
years.
it?
No, you pile it up.
You get your
Yeah,
cent?
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
Motherfucking
Yeah. You know, it's just something wrong about ripping up a check and throwing it away. Well, that's 1 cent. I'm going to throw it away. So you put it on in the place where you store your mail or whatever, and then
Now, what shows would the fans?
Excuse me.
most people these days seem to know me from Queen Sugar.
Queen Sugar.
On OWN, I played Clive, the owner of the High Yellow, which was the restaurant which was frequented on the show by all of the various characters. I was on the first 4 seasons.
Oh, okay.
And
So you know what I'm asking. You gotta take your shirt off, Tyler.
oh no.
Hilarious.
that job was left to Kofi Cerebo. Yeah.
Come on, take it.
He only had to show him his back.
It's like, take your shirt.
Right, yeah, exactly. I think Kofi's about the only one I've seen do love scenes on that show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, they shot on his lot, right?
Oh well. Also, my man Omar Dorsey. He's Omar. You don't watch the show, but gosh, he played Aunt Vi's he played Aunt Vi's love interest on the show, and he's had some love scenes, I believe as well. Yeah.
You
He said he
guys
got
shooting
lucky.
or were you guys shooting on his lot?
No, we were shooting in New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was an awesome experience, man. It was an awesome
You got 4
experience.
seasons in.
Well, I didn't do
You
every
said
episode.
what?
I was recurring.
said what?
I wish.
Put 'em together.
But that's what most people seem to know me from. And prior to that, a lot of people knew me from NBA 2K15.
The voice?
No, I was the image of the coach.
Oh, okay.
So if you play the
Good money.
game, oh man, it was
Everybody
awesome.
sleep on that. That's good.
But let me tell you something. You earn every nickel of it.
You got the outfit with the little dots on it, right?
Right.
Yeah, it was fun as fuck. And he's an actor as well. So he was just saying, hey, man, if you're an actor, that's another way to get some money.
It really is. It's pretty awesome too, and then the end result, seeing yourself, animated, it's pretty dope. And they made my body look all slim and trim. I was like, okay, I like this.
High school.
Exactly.
Now you from LA?
No, from Detroit. I'm from the Mo,
Deep town.
from the D. Indeed, man.
I always
Yeah.
tell people from the deep town. One thing I learned about Detroit is that the casino.
Oh yeah. My mother spends a lot of time
In
there.
the country, it makes more money than the one in Vegas.
Is that all right?
Yes.
Wow.
I was in Detroit when they were building the new one. When they just finished building the new one.
It's Motor City and
Yeah, did the grand opening. It's right next to the old one. I don't know if
Right,
you know
right.
that
I
one.
can't think of
Yeah.
the name of it. Motor City and a.
But that's the top grossing casino in the country.
Wow.
Detroit.
Oh, and MGM.
MGM.
There's an MGM in Detroit, and there's Motor City Casino. I'm not sure which one you're
Right.
referring to.
Yeah.
They said they-
MGM. Oh, wow, that's dope. Yeah, my mother and her gentleman friend.
Mm.
Him or me.
Yeah.
They probably don't want to hear me.
Turn up control.
A couple of weeks or so, I get a call from my mother. Tony, guess what? I went down to the casino and I won $700. I'm like, and then I got to hear the whole story about how she won it. No, she never does. Well, you know, I'm not always there. She calls me on the wins. She doesn't call me on the losses. But
I won dollars and doing a show in Vegas. $250 went right to my room. I ain't go back down.
you see, you
But that's all I
spend that.
won. I said that's all. I should have went back down. That's all I won.
And as a final, as a button on this, my mother goes to the casino sometimes with her friend George,
Uh-huh.
who is 99 years old and will be 100 years old in August.
We hope.
Come on now.
He's
gonna be
George.
George-
99. God
George
damn.
drives a
You know what I'm
car.
No fucking
He
way.
drives a car during the day.
Oh yeah, that makes difference.
And
At
he
99?
served in World War II, man. He served in World-
99.
He's
And
99
who
years old.
insured George?
Right.
I'm sorry?
Where'd he get the insurance from?
Ain't
Ain't no way in the world George walked in with, I'm 98. You'll get on out this room, man. You'll get on out this room, man.
And where you gotta be at 98 years old?
That's dope, man.
Yeah, but they have a good time
99.
together. They
You ride with him in the car?
I've usually my mother drives when I'm home
Scared.
because I want to see how she's
And she's still
piloting
driving?
the car. Yeah, my mother is 84,
Oh, wow.
and I was in the car the other day. Well, a couple weeks ago. I said, "Mom, I have no issue
I was
with
gonna
you
take the
driving right
keys,
now."
Mama, but
Exactly. I'm waiting for that moment, but
my
so far
mother's
so
80
good.
years old. We can't let her lean on a car.
Wow.
She is
Wow, that's-
no.
that's
She'd be like,
unfortunate.
let me drive.
No. See, as soon as I mention something, she go, where we going? She grab her sweater. I said, Mom, we're not going nowhere. I gotta step outside for a minute. I'm gonna go with you then. All right, well, come on.
Where are you from, Speedy?
Born and raised here in LA.
Oh, yeah, LA.
One of the
kid.
few comps. She's from LA, right? Born and raised.
Mhm.
Wanzi's from
Virginia.
yeah, that bullshit town.
He always
Uh,
Right.
You never say
Baltimore.
DC though. You always say Virginia.
Yeah, because there's a big difference.
From DC, Baltimore, and Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ask them.
Maryland.
Come on,
Yeah.
ask them.
Yeah.
They'll tell you.
In
Yep.
Maryland. Well, I know every time I would get Baltimore and DC mixed up, they'd always correct me. I'm like, hey, nigga,
Yeah,
it's right
it's a
there.
big difference
Yeah.
between Baltimore, D.C., and Virginia. Totally different.
But you're in, so you live near Norfolk and all that.
No, that's
Virginia, right?
that's not Northern Virginia. I live in Northern Virginia. Northern Virginia is on the border of D.C.
Oh, okay.
and Maryland. They're all, you could be in either one in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I would go to the, well, in Detroit, I would go to Greektown
Oh, yeah.
because the comedy club was in Greektown. An old white lady had a comedy club out there that all the black comics went to back in the day. I don't think she's probably with us anymore. But it was one of the dopest clubs I went to in Detroit. And then everybody did the Fox.
Yeah.
Every black play, you got to do the Fox Theater.
I saw Corey Holcomb at the club you're talking
Yeah.
about. I can't
Yeah.
remember the name of
I
it.
can't remember her name. Yeah, it's in Greektown. I remember that.
First time I ever saw him.
So
Yeah,
are you
on the floor.
directing now? Writing? Got something new coming out? What we got?
You know, I've never had the burning desire to direct.
No?
But I do write,
Okay.
and I've produced.
Okay.
And
The good money.
you just asked, is something coming out? Excuse me. I got an episode of Black Monday with Don Cheadle.
Oh, that shit. Love that
Yeah.
show. Love that show. Second season.
It's third.
Oh, it's third season.
Yeah. Third season.
That's right. It is third season.
And I'm on the 7th episode.
Okay.
And it was a minor role, but I had a scene with Don, which to me was
Good dude.
was the
Good
catch,
dude,
you know.
yeah.
And
Great actor, man. I don't
Oh,
think
he's
he'd get his just. He's a really good actor.
he's a
Really
phenomenal
good actor.
dude, man, and a good guy.
Yeah, I know. This one man from Chicago that was in Iron Man, and he asked for more money.
Oh, Terrence
Terrence Howard.
Howard.
I know Terrence kicking his ass.
Hey, man.
He got to be kicking himself
Understand
every
why y'all
time.
can't give me more money, man.
Yeah,
I
the
don't want
motherfucker
10
said,
more thousand.
"Hold on, Terrence, we'll be right back."
Y'all making the big deal, man. Just give it up, man.
And he's like, I put the best man 2 on hold for this.
I'm the real Iron Man, man.
How was your weekend, Wanzer?
It was a good weekend.
Ask everybody.
Kinda. That was a good weekend.
Talk to your daughter, right? Obviously.
Yep, talked to my daughter. She called. She made me a nice card. You know,
Well, how'd you get it?
She said, FaceTime.
Oh,
You
she
know,
still got
one
it.
of those cards. She said, "Hold on, Daddy," and she left me. She came back. She held it up. Happy Father's Day. It was cool. It was spelled wrong, but I know
Spelled
what
it PH.
Her heart was in the right place.
You know that A go in the middle. Well, that's
Missing
dope.
some letters.
And I'll tell K-Dot I was going to hit her because I know she helped raise her.
He's a dick.
And so I said, well, do I say Happy Father's Day? Or...
Happy Studs Day.
That's what it was. Happy Stud Day. Daddy.
I don't want a day.
Yes, yes.
Everybody got a day now.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want a day.
I don't think there's anything wrong
Everybody got a day.
with wishing her a happy Father's Day.
No,
Even though
I
she's
didn't
not
know how to word it.
Right, but check this. I will sometimes call my mother on my birthday to tell her happy birthday. You feel me?
Because she birthed you.
Because she was there. You know what I mean?
but-
And she
but
let it
so-
happen. Because, they could have said, hey.
It's not fair though. Why would K-Dot get Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day?
He said
Because
it's
maybe
not
she's
That
fair.
is
serving-
selfish. That is selfish.
Yeah,
That's not
she
fair.
can't have both. She
Father,
can't
you gotta
get
pick
both.
one.
Yeah, you can't have both.
You gotta pick one. You
Or
want Happy
you
Father's
gotta
Day?
have stud day. nigga.
Yeah, you pick Stud
Sorry,
Day.
guys.
Which one you want,
But,
K-Dot?
no, then we have to make a day. 'Cause I won't pick
We
a day.
just said Stud Day.
Yeah, I won't.
That's
I won't
tomorrow.
pick- I won't- well, text
Ain't no
me tomorrow.
stepdaddy day. They don't have a stepdaddy
Happy
day.
little
Uh,
nigga
I
day.
put Happy little nigga day.
No, did
know
you
what
see
I'm
the
saying?
meme with
Thanks
the
for stepping
dude?
in day.
It's a meme. Well, not a meme, but it's a TikTok, whatever it's called. And my man going to the store and he's stepdad. And then the kids, he got a
He
whole
was
bunch
like,
of
put
shit.
that shit back.
He put all that shit back. Then the real daddy came in and said, no, you gonna keep that. And
No,
he
the
told
stepdaddy
dude,
came
he
in.
said, no, that was the real daddy.
No, the stepdaddy, the real daddy had him for Father's Day, and then the stepdaddy was.
Oh, the real daddy. Oh, so stepdaddy is the one told him to get it off.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. And then he put $5 in his tank.
Yeah, he
Said,
said,
put $5 on
whatever
man
pump
tank.
you on. He said, put $5
And he said at the pump like, it's that bullshit. I was dying laughing.
They said a step stud.
Oh, we got
There
a
you
chat
go.
room. John.
There you go.
This chat room ain't shit.
Yeah, don't read the chat room.
Don't read the chat room?
Don't read
Please
chat room.
Are they dissing me?
Probably.
They this is all.
Give it a little time.
Yeah, give
They
him.
usually get Wanzer first because he got a V-neck. He didn't wear it today, but he got that snap loose
Yeah, I don't know
V-neck.
what that is.
The
Von's
three
dressed
buttons.
like Buster Brown.
So they talk about your clothes. They talk about what you
Yeah.
talk about. They
He
talk
dressed.
about
He
everything.
dressed like he shop at Oshkosh
Yeah,
Bagash.
Oshkosh.
Yeah, what is that? A giraffe you got on? You got a monkey bottom, nigga.
That nigga's like, give me whatever's Tyler like.
A monkey bottom.
You gotta match the animals.
You wear a V-neck.
Do you have this?
Oh yeah.
Do you have this baby shirt in an adult?
You got on a V-neck.
No. All right, cool. Fuck it. I take it.
What's with the hate on V-necks?
You don't have a
Yeah,
V-neck.
that's right. We stopped doing V-necks like what 20 years ago, but they still sell them.
V-necks
They
are
still sell 'em,
V-necks
yeah.
are undershirts though.
Yeah, it's an undershirt.
That's an undershirt. If you
Oh,
have a
okay.
collar shirt on,
Yeah.
you wear a V-neck. Wanzer wears it as an overshirt. But
Got you.
he put buttons on his V-necks too. So he bedazzles them up a little bit.
And
He
I've
just
never.
doesn't He'll wear a V-neck, but then he won't wear like a wife beater.
Yeah.
He'll
Right.
wear- he
But
just
the
have
number
his
one
bare
problem
chest
is,
out for us all to see.
Tony, we gonna go with our. Look at the sleeve length on your shirt.
Right.
Right.
Look at
Now
everybody.
look at Anthony's sleeve length
Oh.
on his shirt.
Everybody's sleeve go to the
He is
tricep.
Fonzie for those who
Right.
want to go back that far.
Which means he clearly goes to stores and holds shit up.
Yeah. Either that, nigga.
Yeah,
You,
this
That'll
works.
work.
That'll work.
You can't wear anything.
yeah, that or you a professional
Oh,
pool
man.
player.
Because you know to play pool, you gotta get that sleeve.
They're gonna stay on my shirt for
That is a
an hour
professional.
later. Anyway, look at this nigga sleeves.
And what grown man got a chest pocket? What are you gonna,
Where's your pocket protector, man?
you got a calculator in there, nigga?
It's functional. It serves a purpose.
It's
Oh.
No,
functional.
that's where you
It's
keep your ID
functional.
when the police pull you. Hold on, it's right here.
You don't want to get shot.
Right here, buddy.
Every black man should have a pocket right here.
No,
officer.
That nigga's
They can't say you was pulling out reaching for a
It's
gun.
like they threw everything they had left at the motherfucker. So it's a button. Put the buttons on. Want some
Then
little
they was
pockets?
like, make the top white to throw it off.
Y'all got buttons? Cool. Put 3 up. Let me get 3 up.
Nah, give me the brown button.
He's a professional tricep model.
Put the sleeves in half. The sleeves too
We
long.
got a phone call. Go
Y'all
ahead.
are brutal,
K-Dot.
man.
Go ahead, K-Dot.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from and how far do your sleeves go down?
Hello, caller.
This nigga sound like he calling from an airplane, a World War II plane.
Hello.
Yo, what's up? This is out of Houston.
Take that L.
Are you being kidnapped, nigga? You okay?
You in the trunk?
No, I'm somewhere seeing never been as tall as Jim.
Oh.
Good thing you not working out. What's going on?
Hey, now I was just calling to tell you everybody I was there at Happy Father's Day.
Soft.
Hey, Speedy.
Yeah.
Michelle was asking about a gift. Did you get what I suggested?
Which was?
I told her to get you a VCR so you can record all your favorite food commercials.
Well, you've been writing this joke all week, huh?
VCR.
You couldn't wait to tell that joke.
What?
Not a VCR, VCR.
VCR.
Oh.
Hey, man, what's on your workout plan besides standing around?
Leaning on
It's
weight.
cardio day. I'm just leaving, actually.
What you doing, jumping jacks, nigga? That's
Did
a
the
good workout, man.
You did the Stairmaster?
Nah, today's strictly cardio, baby.
What's the workout?
Cardio. Treadmill, rowing machine, abs, and a little bit of the elliptical.
So when you're on the rowing machine, you gotta have short sleeves. You got a onesie shirt.
Yeah, I do. I make sure my buttons unbuttoned too.
Cause it get hot in there.
I just breathe.
I am, man. Stay away from them dudes in there, man.
Stay away from them dudes.
You gotta stay with the
Don't
dude.
be on the rowing machine, man. They usually stand right behind you and shit.
Oh,
You
yeah.
low on there, and then you gotta be careful.
He does a lot of cardio. You do elliptical and
Yeah, he ain't doing all that
He
shit.
ain't-
Like Nick said, he just naming the machines he was buying.
treadmill.
Walking out.
That was
I
flat
did
bench.
the treadmill, did the row.
Flat bench.
The abs.
Then you mentioned something he should have did. Jump rope. No.
He ain't doing no rowing machine.
Shout out to L. 818-914-4087 is the number we can call into. K-Dot, how was your weekend?
It was cool. You know what I'm saying? I did some Juneteenth stuff. Did you get out? Did you celebrate?
I don't like Juneteenth.
You don't like black nothing, man.
It sounds like some slave shit. Juneteenth.
That's what it
Are
sounds
you
like.
fucking serious?
Well, when you understand, it's hard for me to even think they're making this a holiday because
I don't like it.
Yeah, I
Texas
don't like
was the
that.
last state to find out.
No,
that
it's
we were
just
free.
it's just a
Well,
bullshit
that
ass
they
symbolic
wrote-
gesture. Like
Yeah.
it don't mean nothing.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
well,
but
so
it
Well,
don't
no,
mean nothing.
I got to disagree because it's a chance for the country to kind of pause and take stock on what the history
The
of
country
black,
or white people?
black people in America.
Yeah, but they owe us money.
Right.
Oh, they owe us a lot of money.
So I don't want no. I don't want no
no
date.
yeah, I don't want no
I
holiday.
need my
Why-
money.
why
And
do
I
I-
don't want,
How
and I
they
don't want
get
no
us over
holiday
today?
that white people can take off.
Why am I constantly reminded that I was your slave?
Right.
Every year I'm gonna get another reminder.
no.
There's a Juneteenth
So look,
coming up.
Juneteenth is how many days?
come on in.
I don't like it.
How many days is
Goddamn it.
Juneteenth celebrated? 3 days? How you doing?
It's
Come on in.
2-day weekend.
It's a 2-day weekend, right? So look, I think we should have white slaves for 3 days.
Oh, I love that.
At least for the weekend.
That'll make it cool. At least
At
for the
least for the
weekend.
weekend.
What y'all think about that? Juneteenth, we get white
the
slaves
weekend.
for the weekend.
No, on a serious tip,
I'm serious.
America owes
Slaves.
Black America,
So slaves.
Black
money.
America, those
Lot
of
of
us who
money.
are
White
the
people.
descendants of slaves,
Fuck
a
America.
debt they can never repay.
No, they can't.
However, I am all in favor of reparations because whatever form they take. I'm not sure if you can just send a check because that's going to be insufficient. Whatever they say.
I want my mule.
I want
No.
slaves.
No, I don't want,
Here's the
I
reason-
want what's comparable to that
But
now.
Here's the
But
reason why they won't do
generational
it.
wealth that we have been
White
denied.
slaves.
But here's the reason they won't do that for the simple fact
Because
is
then they have to acknowledge
that they did. Remember, they
Right.
trying to change the textbooks now, which is, I don't know why people are not saying no shit. They're trying to change how history was. Like, you can't talk about slavery anymore. You could say, oh, slaves, that black people worked on a farm, but you can't call them slaves.
So like you're saying, like I think it's a chance for America to come
to
together.
stop and take part.
But how when you're in school and a kid asks, why do we take off
Mm-hmm.
Juneteenth, they can't tell them why.
No,
They're not gonna say, "Cause we lynched
Who
all
says
these
that?
black people."
Because
Well,
that
they can't.
would be a form of critical race theory educating. That's the law they're trying to
That's the one they're
implement
doing now. Yeah.
to have slavery educated in the kids, so we'll know why these things happen, why there was a
Yeah.
Juneteenth.
Unless your
So
kid
like,
black
yeah,
or white.
like how you gonna give them a day off of school and they don't know why?
Yeah. And
Down
if you
to
tell them
school.
why, then the teacher could get fired. We
Right.
got a phone call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? And do you know what the fuck going on?
Hey, it's Nakia from the Bay.
Hey,
Hey,
kid.
yeah, what you wearing?
Hey.
So,
Said, what you
being
wearing?
that
Dashiki.
I grew up in Berkeley, and
Yeah.
we've been celebrating Juneteenth since I was a kid. I understand that the whole significance of it. It is an important holiday. Now, that shit where you can't say slaves and shit in school, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
We got to get out and
So,
protest.
that's some shit that needs to be lobbied against and overturned.
And it's only a
Because,
paid holiday
like,
for
I said,
companies that acknowledge it. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably only going to
Exactly.
be federal employees. Like, if they don't acknowledge it, like, I have to work on Martin Luther King.
I think only black people should get the day off, a paid day.
Right.
Yeah.
A paid day.
I was
Really,
actually
seriously, Wanzer. You
Why-
think,
why
you
would
think
white
that shit's
people
gonna
get
work?
off?
That's like saying only Mexicans get off Cinco de Mayo.
They should.
What they do?
That
They
would
should.
make sense.
That would make sense. They should.
That would
Yeah.
make
So
sense.
you salty?
What
You be
did-
salty all the Mexicans is off? That's fucked up.
What we have to do on Cinco de Mayo?
They
We have
not
nothing to
following
do
the
with
rules.
it.
They can't say that much.
Taco Tuesday.
Because then no work will get done, huh? All the Mexicans gone.
I was
Fuck.
actually surprised by how quickly it came about because those of us who
Because
who
it's
are
a
old enough to
symbolic
remember
gesture.
when Martin Luther King holiday came about back in
Took-
1983,
man.
it was a campaign that
Yeah.
went on for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Remember, Stevie Wonder wrote the song,
Yeah.
Happy
That
Birthday
still didn't
to
get
You.
it done.
No,
So
It is
did
a
that.
good
I
holiday.
didn't think
Isn't
so.
that
Reagan came around
Juneteenth
and
being
signed
a
the
federal
legislation.
holiday or whatever, however they did it right now, that's something that's been going on forever.
Yeah.
It's been going on longer than the lobbying for Martin Luther King Day.
But they just
Because
never
people
acknowledged
in
it.
Texas who were the original people who had that, who started celebrating it, and it's branched out to different black communities as people from Texas traveled out, is how it got spread. So
Yeah,
it
anyways.
still was, it wasn't like those
Hilarious.
speedy ass thing.
Don't
No,
do her
they've been
like
working on that for a long ass time.
Well, what they should have done was sign the anti-lynching bill.
Yeah, what
That's
about
what they
that?
should have
That's
done.
what they should
They
have
should have
So
done.
instead of doing
signed the
that-
anti-lynching bill. And my feeling is we don't need reparations. Them motherfuckers owe us a debt. So each person of African descent should get, not just like, oh, well, we're going to pay you reparations like we did the Jewish. No, you owe us land, motherfucker. You owe us
No,
land.
Well, ain't no land to give us. Now, I need a number. Give me a
Vote.
number. Give me a number. How much you think you would want? If they said you can't get no land, but we give you some money.
I want some slaves. I don't want no land.
How much money you want,
I
Nakia?
want slaves, nigga.
I don't want money. I
No,
want
it's
land.
not what
I
I
want
asked
something
you.
that's
I
going
said
to
you can only
generate
have
generational
money.
We
wealth.
don't want money. We want
No, money.
Slaves and
Because
land,
you give some of these niggas some money, they about to go smoke that shit off.
It don't
So
matter what
that's
they
that-
do with
that's
it.
I
their
don't care what
money.
they do
It
with
doesn't
it.
matter what they do with
That's
it.
not. That's you need to be able to say, okay, we're putting this much away for your children and your children's children, so that we have the same advantages that these white motherfuckers have that have been having generational wealth
we
for
You
just-
years.
can't tell me what to do with my
Yeah, you
slave
can't
money.
tell you. Hilarious. Said you
Why
can't
not?
tell me
You
what
a
to do
creep.
with my
40,
slave money.
You be spending money on pussy. We already know
What
that.
the fuck?
my slave
Money.
money. He said he already got the money.
She gonna tell me what to do
You
with my
can't
slave
say the
money.
word pussy on Monday, only on Friday.
That's the first thing gonna happen when the
Yeah, how
slave
would you
money
like
come
that?
in. This my slave
This is
money.
on Patreon. I can say pussy.
Only on Friday. I'm freaking
This
Friday.
nigga Pete said your daddy celebrate JBT.
Pete, joke of the day so far.
Kill yourself,
JBT.
keep
You
Keith
might win something
All right,
today. Pete.
Nakia.
Fucking
We got new
hilarious.
guests in the building. They get a microphone there? You gotta get a job. You need help?
You know,
You know you told your sister she didn't need to be here. She would have been here.
I know she has a job interview today.
It ain't gonna work out. My daughter gonna be living with me forever. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Welcome to Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends. I'll be Speedy. Who the fuck you be?
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Vernon.
Vernon.
Hey, where's your
All right,
excitement,
damn,
Vernon?
you know what I'm saying?
What you
Hey,
mad- what you
Vern.
mad about,
Yeah, what
Vern?
you mad about?
I'm not mad. I'm not mad about anything. It's just the simple fact is people think that money is going to.
Yes.
Most people think money is the key to the problem, and oh yeah, we'll just give them some money and they'll be all right. Like you said, we'll just give them a token holiday. They'll barbecue and spend all their money on the bullshit.
Grill some watermelon and shit.
What you need to do is say, hey, all these motherfuckers that did crimes against humanity, I want all you motherfuckers to pay for it. That's just like when those Jews, when they set this shit up, where they find all these people who did all them crimes against humanity against them, they still put them motherfuckers in jail 80, 90 years later.
Good point, bro.
Well, how are we going to travel back through time and grab slaves?
Ain't nobody saying travel back through time. I'm saying 90% of all white folks were slave owners. Get their ass.
You can track your last name actually to the slave.
And you still got plenty of people.
And what do we do with that information? Do we go and arrest the people that
Yeah.
are on the land?
No.
Goddamn right.
We gonna kill them.
Because white folks do it all the time. Hell yeah.
We gonna toast them.
Rape and pillage. My bad.
He said rape and pillage. Speedy said rape and pillage. Of course, Speedy gonna throw some pussy in there.
You gonna rape
You're talking
and
about
pillage.
reparations.
Wait, send the white women this way.
When you're talking about reparations, you have to. This is a very serious conversation. You have to think about exactly what does that mean.
What do you
shape
want?
Is it? Yeah,
You need to know what you want.
Land and slaves, brother.
Land is good. But what about education? That's
you
what
know
we
how,
need. We need
the
preference
jackass,
in education.
you know
we
how
need
to-
preferences in hiring.
And how do you think you're gonna get that when
I'm
the
not
system?
sure.
But I'm saying, like, I'm just saying,
Educated by the same person
Right.
who enslaved me.
right.
Makes no sense.
Exactly.
You know
The
what I'm
winners
saying?
tell the
It's in
history,
place
so how
to
the
not
fuck we gonna know
educate
our
me.
history when we done been lied to for
The
400 some
people
odd
at
years?
Howard University didn't enslave us. The people at any of the traditionally
Who
HCBUs.
established
How
those?
many people can go to one of those universities?
Exactly.
How many people goes to black
you know who
universities?
established
It's not
HBCUs?
that
No,
many.
but like
my
it's still
son's gonna
it's
go.
still a finance because we're trying to make money to help us get out of our situation. So immediately we're not thinking about being a plumber. We're not thinking about getting a trade because that's not what society has programmed everybody to think. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying, but you got to think in totality. Like, you're like, oh, we need education. No, we need knowledge. We need knowledge of self. And then we know that we're self-sufficient, and then we don't need them to give us anything.
Well,
Somebody
you know
get her a bow tie.
Okay, here's the thing
knowledge
about
of self. Knowledge of self begins
getting
in the
back
home.
to the money
Yeah.
You know what?
situation.
Hold on,
My-
hold
You know,
on,
the
Vern.
knowledge
former
of self begins
jackass
in
who
the-
was president,
Vern, hold
he
on one
did
second.
all that bullshit because he could do it.
He just don't care.
He knew that financially
Right.
he would be okay. Even if he did go to jail, he would be cool. But I bet you if they said, okay, since you did all this bullshit, we finna take the shit that means the most to you. We finna take your money from you. Then I bet you his ass would have been like, oh no, I'm not gonna say all this stupid shit because see, it's about knowledge and it's about
When
money.
you get done. All right, thank you, Vern. And then
All
you
right.
can say
Call back,
Oh
Bernie.
wow.
What?
You heard that?
What? Oh, you heard that though.
Yeah. All
Trying
the
to get
times
your
we like
attention all
burn,
night.
burn.
Go right ahead, Tom.
I lost my train of thought.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we sorry. It's burn. Shout out to Vern.
Yeah, Vern, I had to pause, put
You know
everything
what
on
I'm saying?
pause.
No
At
homo.
the end of the day, everybody has a valid point.
No, definitely.
But having the holiday to remind us that some motherfucker that was supposed to deliver a message to Texas waited 18 months to go do that. I don't know what the holiday is. I don't know what are we celebrating.
Well, we're celebrating our freedom. That's basically what we're celebrating. And you got to understand that we were enslaved from 1619 to 1865. That's 250 years. 250 years, which is more than we can even conceive of. You know, this is cradle to the grave, generational slavery. Our people were thwarted.
Yeah, and everything was taken from us.
Yes.
That's something.
But the holiday has a slave name. Oh,
That's
so
okay.
Y'all know Juneteenth is on,
Right, right.
on the
You got to.
19th.
You can call it a banana if you want to. What the important thing is that this country is making an effort to try and right some of the wrongs.
So
I don't
let me ask you
think
something.
it is.
Well-
Two things. One, why do we have to be patient? Why do we have to wait for them to make it happen?
Right.
Bits and
That's,
pieces.
that's number one. And number two is
We don't have to wait for anything. You don't have to wait for anything. Brother. I'm just telling you what.
No, I agree with you.
It's the
And
case.
part two is we're not free. Just because if somebody kidnaps you, locks you up in a basement, just because they let you go downstairs now and out to the backyard, don't make you free. We've never left this place that we were taken to.
If I let
And
my
held
dog
captive.
run out in the front yard and all around
He's
the
not
yard,
free.
I got an electric fence up around.
Let me tell you how like
freedom.
slavery is still
Well,
going
I
on
disagree with
because
you.
that's the prison system. Because it was designed for them to still make money off of our labor. So
in a
it's still
different
slaves.
form. Yeah.
Like none of this stuff is
Then
over.
they would say we don't go to jail. That's what I would say. They don't do shit to go to jail.
I mean,
Not saying that everybody there probably ain't
But
there.
the laws are
are-
made up.
Got that
Right.
part.
To take you to jail.
Yeah,
right.
but if you steal, you'll go to jail.
But here's
if
the
you
thing.
don't steal,
But
I
if you're
won't
not
go to
given the
jail.
same, if you're not getting the same legal justices as
Did
someone
you just
of
say
less
if
melanin
you
than
steal,
you,
you'll go to jail?
you know what I'm saying? You gonna go to jail,
You gotta call it.
right?
No, real G, bro. No. I actually wanted to call him, man. It's Big J in Dallas.
Go ahead, Jay.
I just wanted to call in.
this
'Cause
nigga
this is one of the few occasions where I actually agree with Speedy. I actually live here in Texas, and I've grown up with a very complicated history about Juneteenth. Being from California, moving to Texas, being from a state that did not celebrate Juneteenth traditionally or wasn't a part of that history in the same way, coming to Texas and seeing people turn something that should have been actually an embarrassment to black people in Texas, that they learned late that they were actually free, that they turned it into something to celebrate and remember as part of their history and legacy. So with all respect, I appreciate the effort and I appreciate the holiday, because why not? Why wouldn't I take another holiday? But at the same time, it's with a bitter pill. I take it and I'll use that day to remember we weren't truly free even when they said they were. And one last thing, and I'll hop off. I heard Nick say that we aren't free. I understand where you're coming from, brother, but you're as free as you choose to make yourself. That's just the reality. Within this society, which is a capitalist society, which is a modified socialism, we have all sorts of combinations of different governments and different habits. You have the ability to create and make yourself within this space as much as you do. And you also have the ability not to. And that's freedom too.
I agree to a certain extent, because like us as a
I'll listen off air.
as a group, we don't pour into each other where people will have a desire to find that. Like, we are programmed to get a job, to do this, to do that. Like, when you speak in that sense, like, who poured that into you? Your mother?
Is Speedy sleep?
You know what I'm saying? Who made you aware of, outside of systematic oppression, all this, you have the tools to do this and do. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No, go ahead.
So if he goes to school, if he goes to the public school and learns, English and
the
and
traditional
history, he'll have a sense. He'll have a parallel education going on where he's picking up what was happening in Black America at the same time.
I'll give you an example. For me, I went out and got that on my own. My mother was very much so an independent single mother. Like, I'm resilient, being knowledge of self and things of that nature. I had to go out on my own and get that. Wasn't nobody sending me no books. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody.
Shout out to Daddy.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
Before you take this call, I want Jay, hope you're listening. Freedom is not the ability to be able to move around and to create. Okay, that's just called being a human being. Freedom of a person is being when your own nation governs your own nation. That's freedom. We're the only nation of people on this planet that are governed by other nations of people. Everyone else don't have to deal with that in their homeland. That's freedom.
I'm sorry, I don't follow. What do you mean by other nations of people
We're
govern
the
us?
only nation of people who are governed by other nations of people. When a Chinese man can go to China, right? An Indian man can go to East India. That's freedom, right? Because he can travel around just being an Indian man. He's not subjected to anything. That's real freedom. Freedom is not being able to build something.
Right.
And to create. That's not freedom. That's the delusion of freedom. Freedom is when you're able to make rules and govern your nation and educate your people about what you want to educate them about, not subjected to what somebody want to tell you. That's what I was talking about is freedom, Jay. Caller, go ahead.
Take that L.
Hey, so as far as the slavery thing goes, it's not only just the slavery.
Thing, my nigga, that's real.
Dang,
You know what I'm saying? Slavery is real, my
It
nigga.
didn't happen over a weekend.
Let me finish what I'm
It
saying.
wasn't a few of us in
God damn,
little mishap they had.
let me finish what I'm saying.
And you know you free,
What
right?
I'm talking about
Go
as far as what y'all talking about, as far as the prison systems and talking about slavery today, is also mental slavery that we have that's put up on us as black people.
Right.
And that's a slavery that we have a hard time escaping from, which is that. As far as this Juneteenth holiday that they're giving us, it's going to be equivalent, of course, as we know, to the 4th of July, which is, I don't celebrate that because why celebrate some shit where this country gained this freedom, but our people still were slaves during that time? And I know a lot of black people that are celebrating 4th of July, and a lot of people are going to celebrate this holiday as well. Why?
So you never touched a firework?
I can't hear you say what?
You never touched a firework before?
When I was younger and I didn't know better.
So, L, here's the thing. Like, I understand how you feel about it. Look at it as it's like, I take it from Juneteenth too. Like, it's an opportunity to find everything black. Like, where I don't have to outsource to other communities, you know what I'm saying, for things. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm putting back into my community. Like, Juneteenth you'll find all kind of resources, right.
We don't call it support, it's buy black.
Why not do that? Why not do that all the time?
No, I mean, I do that all the time, but some people
why does it,
don't have...
But we, as a whole, we already know that it doesn't happen.
I'm gonna keep it real. It's because people like you, my nigga. Because you like, why we gotta do this and why we ain't doing that.
No, it ain't because of people like me. Because I support black.
It's because of people like K-Dot. K-Dot got on Gucci glasses, which are not black owned.
But you being negative, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not being negative about it. I'm just giving the reality of seeing what it's.
But you gotta see.
But it's a comparison to. It is a comparison to 4th of July. As far as celebrating, that's what Juneteenth is, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what you correlated to. Like, I don't think of it as our 4th of July. Like,
I don't celebrate.
Thank you,
Al. It was our 4th of July. I didn't say that. I said it's comparison to
it's
celebration of 4th of July.
Well, if that's how it's served to you, like, you know what I'm saying, when it becomes a national holiday, now you condition to think that's what it's like. Like, you know what I'm saying? When that's not what it is.
Yeah. They're two totally separate things. They're apples and
oranges. I understand what it is, but what I'm saying is we need to utilize. I was just answering Speedy's question. He was saying he didn't understand what it was about.
No, I didn't. I didn't say that.
I gave that comparison.
I didn't say that. Thank you.
What I'm saying is we need to escape the mental slavery over everything else that our people has been that we have put on us for years, and we still have it on today. We can't escape that.
All right.
You can't escape that. Like I say, if niggas get money, when niggas get tax returns, what's the first thing they go do? They go buy cars. They go buy clothes. They don't reinvest.
That's because that's what we're conditioned to associate wealth with. Like, we need more influential people that will show us things differently outside of what regular scheduled programming is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a person that watch TV all the time, they're not showing you things to for your reinvest. Like, there's nothing we can correlate that to.
L, call back, L.
I teach people as far as investing. So that's one way that I do as far as giving back.
We ain't interested in Forex. Is this where you trying to go with this?
We're not trying to buy no cryptos.
All right, L, hit us right back.
Because I live it.
All right, L, I'm gonna talk to you about a financial segment we're gonna have.
All right, call right back. Speaking of programming, segue is a great segue. In the house right now we got, ladies.
Well,
go ahead.
Mariah from MJO Network.
And
I'm Miss Precious from Precious Health and Wellness Spa.
Okay, all right.
Shay, oh my God. I am a celebrity host. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a little bit of everything.
Now, is everybody out of ATL or?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I met them at the. I told her she didn't believe it. Very pretty. I met them at the comedy show, and she was saying that you have. Tell me about your network that you have, baby girl, in Atlanta.
Oh yes, my network.
Black owned.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Clap for that.
CEO, black owned, and I started this September the 19th last year.
Right.
So we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary.
And what kind of shows do you have on your network now?
Well, right now we have talk shows. We're getting into children's shows. We also have commercials. We're doing airplay. We're doing music videos. A little bit of everything.
But you don't have a radio show.
Yes, we have one.
Do you got some investment?
A bigger, better one from Cali.
Yes,
that's a difference.
We're gonna get that one too.
Yes, we want it all.
Right. So
how did all this start?
A vision.
It was a
wow.
vision since I've been 14 to have my own TV show, to, own a network like, everybody else got out there, the black and white folks, what they doing. So, and I wasn't ready, but God just dropped the ball. And I just prayed about it, took advantage of it, and let go and let God.
And what was the first show you got, or what was the first?
My first show was the Queen G Live Experience.
Okay.
And that's Tyrese the Singer's sister. She was...
Oh, yes. I met her. Yeah.
Right. She was the first one to be on my show. And, we just lined up all her shows. And then it went from her to Shay Oh My God.
Shay Oh My God.
Right.
Great name. Great.
And then it went from there to doing commercials and just a whole lot of other shows. People come, people go. And, I'm just excited and overwhelmed.
Wow.
I really am. And then we do commercials. So I think you was my first commercial.
Which was
Precious Health and
for?
Wellness.
Wellness.
Yes, the health.
She was one of my first sponsors for my commercial.
Health,
So that
wellness,
helps
black
MJ
folk.
on network.
Oh, wow.
And with all of that, it's just growing. And we getting ready to bring along a COO, and I think we have a
CRO.
and a CRO coming.
When
Explain
y'all
to
bunched
people
up
what that-
together, y'all scared? We gonna
The
rape y'all
revenue.
or something?
The revenue to take care of
So
the
the
revenue.
CFO is a revenue.
Right. So we got a lot of things to get ready to jump off with the network, and a lot of support,
This is
for
beautiful.
sponsors,
Because you're out
this-
here doing stuff, right? Looking for shows, more or less.
Yes,
So if
that's why I
someone
was,
has a show, or maybe they already filmed a movie and they have nowhere to take it. What do
right.
they do?
You don't have to wait on the network to pick you up anymore, because that can be kind of like a red tape. You can film and all your casters and everything. If they don't like it, they're gonna recast. You're gonna have to recast and stuff. But this is an opportunity where you can have your own independent creative ideas for your show, as how you dream it and everything, and put it on the network.
Do you guys
It's-
screen what you're getting, or you pretty much go whatever somebody give you, put it up?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Where can this be seen?
Can I talk for a second?
Yeah,
Because
go
she's
ahead
being,
on, Jay.
let me tell y'all something.
Uh-oh.
She's been extra modest. I am, not only am I a celebrity host, and I'll tell you about that in a second, but I am the brand ambassador for the MJO network. Now, the network is an opportunity for content creators to bring their brands to a network, not just YouTube, not just your regular social media, but you have a bigger brand to bring it to, and it could be broadcast to over 80 million viewers, okay? Okay, because she's on the Roku network. So that's some of the things that she don't mention because she's very modest. Oh, now she want to talk. Oh, go ahead.
This
Go
is
ahead.
why she's my brand ambassador. She got my back, honey. So I be just waiting for her to kick in.
And I be waiting like, come on, you playing with this.
So no matter what you got 80 million people that's gonna see that.
Well, here's the thing.
have a
Roku,
chance,
yes, Roku has 80 million viewers and it's growing up, just like Netflix did.
Right.
So with that, especially with COVID, everyone was home. What they're doing, watching movies, watching TV. So this is your opportunity to be seen by a possibility of over 80 million people. So that's to me, and her rates are too low.
But that's all right, because see, I'm more concerned.
For the
when
people.
God tell me something, I have to do what God tell me.
Most
He
definitely.
wants me to help our people.
Wanda won't do what God tells you.
Right. And so the more I help,
let's see.
I'm going to get my blessing.
Right here.
Absolutely.
But right now, what's more important to me, because, my network was built by some private people. Okay? I'm not exactly through Roku. I'm using their
Platform.
Got it.
okay?
Got it.
So, we can pretty much do what we want,
So
when it comes to sponsorships and,
The shows.
things like that in the show. Also, what I'm doing is getting people on, because that's where my revenue come in. The more I have on there and the more impressions I get, I make money while I'm asleep.
Come on now, baby. And that's
Yeah,
what
we
it's
gonna have
about.
to
Anyway,
Go.
so, okay.
What is do you have an app on the Roku platform right now?
Right now, we're using a watch lane. You can watch our TV shows on the MJO network from your cell phone, from your tablet. You can go to our website and watch it. Yes.
And it's called again, ma'am?
MJO network. That's
MJ.
Mariah Jarrito. That's my name.
MJ Own, OWN.
Right.
One word.
One word.
And so I have.
And that's the social media links too.
Yes.
I have kind of the same question I think he had.
What's that?
That in your answer, I didn't really fully understand.
Okay.
Just to make it clear, if I wanted to see your channel, I can log into. I download the Roku app, or what do I do?
If you
I
have
wanna
a
see it?
Roku TV or a Roku device, you just go to your home screen, scroll down to search, go to the right, and type in MJ on Network, and it'll pop up.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that's dope.
So when it pop up, you just download the icon. Don't forget to rate us. We got thousands of viewers on my network. I'm not going to reveal how many yet until September 19th. But we have thousands. But what's happening is you're forgetting to rate us. So you have to rate us.
And that helps.
Right.
Gotcha.
So once you on, there's no subscription. It's free, 24/7, 365 days a week.
It's free, like Crackle is free, and Tubi is free.
Yeah.
Because your revenue comes from the advertisers on your.
Right.
I got you.
Gotcha.
So
He know.
I know some people have certain content. Like we can get kind of risque. We can get there. We're gonna talk shit.
Okay.
Juan's just gonna come in and say some inappropriate shit.
Make you very uncomfortable.
Oh,
And-
no.
and
Please be a
is that
little more
something?
gentle.
Is that something that would be
Like on the
bleeped out,
curfew.
or it just goes across the air? How does it work?
That's for you.
What he say now?
He
So-
was letting you know. He was asking about the your content, and that can be said across the air if someone wants to say the D or the P. Or
Oh,
any-
okay. So basically,
Hey, nigga.
I do have I do have I have where I have to put the ratings, right? Rated R or under 17
Oh,
must
gotcha,
be,
gotcha.
Parent or guardian. So I do have that. So that way, if it ain't for you, don't be going in there trying to
you
watch
go.
that
Okay,
show.
okay.
Can we get
You
a
know.
rated N?
What's that for?
Rated N? No.
Nigga, it's gonna stand for nigga shit.
No,
Doing a whole lot of
In
nigga
it,
shit.
in
We're
it.
gonna create that one.
Hey,
Yes,
y'all,
it is. All the way
come on, we about
we
to
gotta
watch some nigga shit. Hurry up.
So y'all need that. In
Well,
it.
you
In
know-
it.
And
That's
that.
what it is.
Nigga shit.
And the
Yeah.
reason why
in
I'm
there.
bringing on the other people to help out with the network, because I want this to be for everybody. I'm not prejudiced, even though I grew up with prejudice all around me.
Atlanta,
And this is
Georgia,
one
yeah.
reason why I wanted my own network. I want my own TV show. I don't have time to be judged, by my color or who I am and how I am. So, and God knew my heart and my mind, so and what I desired. He gave me just what I wanted.
Is this a Christian child?
Hell
It's
no.
that too.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Listen,
God been talking to you a lot.
Oh, he been talking to me. Yes, well, for one,
He tell
because
you to tell me anything.
God is good, baby. Don't
God
deny
has been
him.
good to me
Shut the fuck up. That's what he
because
told
We
you.
don't talk a lot.
listen. For what
God
where,
told me
from
to
where I
tell
came
you.
We
from
don't
and
speak
how
a lot.
I was raised, and I've been in a car accident and came out the window and been in a coma for 2 months and hospital out 3 months and had to learn how to rewrite, walk, and talk all over again. It wasn't nothing but God while I'm here.
Come on now.
So I have to give God the glory and everything first, because He is why I have the network. He is why I met these beautiful women.